let's get to our health topic. Let's start. It's kind of a long one today. So we're going to start it and then we'll go to break and then we'll come back and finish it up because this is an important one. There's been a lot of talk on the media. I'm not calling it social media because it ain't social media anymore. It's just media. If it was social, I would see my friends' posts. I would see your friends, our friends' pictures, and we would socialize on there. And for the most part, that is not happening on social media. I got so many ads on my TikTok, I can't even stand it. Can't stand being on there. Everybody's trying to sell me something. So anyway, on these platforms, there's a lot of talk about cortisol. You get your cortisol cocktail and, you're the reason why you have belly fat is because of cortisol. And this is all just drink this drink and you will, get rid of it. Cortisol cocktail. And man, there's a lot. And I'm not saying some of that's not true. Okay. So there is such thing as a cortisol belly, when you are chronically in a state of fight or flight. You're sleep deprived. Yes, you can have high levels of cortisol. Absolutely. Cortisol is the hormone made by your adrenal glands. It's two small glands that sit on the top of your kidneys. It's often called the stress hormone because it's released in response to stress. In healthy amounts, cortisol helps regulate blood sugar, reduces inflammation, and gives you energy to handle challenges. It also wakes you up in the morning. And many people are waking up at 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning because their cortisol levels or their timing of cortisol, when it's released is off. And the reason why it's off, in large part, a lot of times, is because of insulin resistance, right? Insulin is also a hormone. Things are muddled up. And if you're waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning, this is a good sign that you're eating too much sugar. You got too high a carbohydrate diet and you need to bring it around. Okay. Cortisol is meant to spike for short bursts in moments of stress, right? Like running late or dodging danger. But in today's world, many of us live under constant stress, right? There's a lot of pressure, especially, I don't even think, it's as much pressure as it's just pace, right? If you're online and you're scrolling, the pace and the change of information that you're taking in, doesn't even matter about what content it is, but just the pace that you are consuming images at, that'll make you feel stressed. That'll increase your cortisol levels. Think about it back in the day when, TV wasn't on every day, all day long. You didn't get it. I think some people's TVs never get shut off. Am I right? It sure seems like it. Do you ever shut that thing off? It's like they sleep with it on. It's on in every room all the time. And you may think, oh, I'm used to it. I just block it out. You're taking it in. You're taking it all in all the time. And that in itself can create this low level of stress, right? So think about that. Because your body doesn't know the difference of whether you're being chased by a lion or you're being inundated with content. It can be that confused. So sometimes it's deadlines, sometimes it's screens, sometimes it's financial strain, sometimes it's toxins too. So if you have an environment, like if you're wearing that really smelly, phthalate, potent laundry detergent that I can smell coming from a block away, and the fabric softener, and yeah, you smell so fresh, but you are dripping in chemicals. And those chemicals are hormone disruptors. They're endocrine disruptors. So even that can be an issue. Or if you're using cleaning products, people are like, well, I spray it directly on the counter. I don't get it on my hands. No, but when you're spraying something, it's airborne. And you're breathing it in. These are things people don't think about when they think, am I exposed to toxins? If you're cleaning with all that stuff and you're washing with all that stuff and you're soaping up and washing your hair, and yes, you're exposed to likely hundreds, if not thousands of toxins if you're using that stuff. Go clean. It's such a no-brainer, because as long as your clothes are clean, if you really like the way things smell, get an essential oil, because that's not an endocrine disruptor. You can make easy swaps. The price point's very similar. It's not going to cost you more, and your health is going to improve because of it. It's a no-brainer. Do it. When we come back, we're going to talk about long-term high cortisol, what happens when it stays high, and we're going to talk about how you can bring your cortisol levels down naturally. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hey, what did you think yesterday of Mark from liveO2.com? Wasn't that interesting? I'm so excited to have him back and learn more about oxygen training, because that is something I don't know a ton about. I've been familiar with the hyperbaric chamber and all that stuff, but this is something different, training involved in it. So super, super interesting. So if you haven't heard of oxygen training, you need to tune in. liveO2 delivers an oxygen-rich performance right at home, helping you boost your energy, recover faster, and feel your best at any age. It's like supercharging your body from the inside out. You can learn more at liveO2.com or call 970-658-2789. That's liveO2.com, 970-658-2789. If you missed yesterday's show, go check out yesterday's episode as well, because it's fascinating stuff. The people that Mark is helping are in real need of help, and they are getting it. So it is very interesting stuff. liveO2.com. All right, let's talk a little more cortisol. So what happens when your cortisol stays high? Long-term high cortisol can disrupt almost every system in your body. Weight gain, especially stubborn belly fat, which I hear a lot of complaints about, okay? There is a path forward. Okay? Blood sugar imbalances, increasing risk for insulin resistance, okay? That comes from chronic cortisol levels being too high. Weakened immune system means you get sick more often, you catch everything that goes around. Sleep problems, wired at night and tired in the morning. Mood issues, things like anxiety, irritability, and brain fog come along with high cortisol levels. And then you get your hormone imbalance, right? So it affects your thyroid, especially long-term chronic stress. Got to find solutions. Got to search out solutions, because it will affect your thyroid. It affects estrogen levels and testosterone levels. So when cortisol stays high, your body is essentially stuck in this survival mode, and it makes it really hard to burn fat, and it makes it impossible to heal and even find peace or feel calm, because you are stuck in this fight or flight, and it is exhausting for people. The good news is there are solutions. Get into the Naturally Inspired community, because I'm telling you, we are talking about this all the time, because you're not alone. There's so many people are struggling with this. And we have a wonderful cortisol control bundle that I love recommending. It's designed to calm. It's designed to balance your stress response and restore healthy adrenal function. It's like a stress relief complex. It's a botanical blend. It's got ashwagandha, L-theanine, and some other things in there to promote relaxation and reduce your stress-induced cortisol spikes without drowsiness, though. This isn't going to put you to sleep. Then of course you gotta focus on those B vitamins. Those that B complex is very important for nervous system support. It replenishes stress depleted B vitamins and supports healthy nervous system function and boosts natural energy. A B complex. Okay, this is part of the cortisol control bundle. And then, of course, there is a vitamin C that is crucial for adrenal health. So vitamin C is not just for when you are sick, which I think a lot of people use it that way now, right? I'm going to do a big vitamin C blast because I feel something coming on. Yeah, that's great. But you also need it on a regular basis. So vitamin C is crucial for adrenal health, and it also helps lower oxidative stress from high cortisol specifically. And then some Omega Guard, which is, your omega-3s. This helps reduce inflammation, supports brain health, balances stress, related mood changes, and more. So this bundle together will help bring your cortisol levels down properly. This isn't a gimmick, right? Like this isn't a cortisol cocktail that's going to fix your issue. You got to come from an approach of nutrition, right? And again, I want to tell you that when the body heals the way it should heal, it is not like an instantaneous response. Pharmaceuticals, yeah. It's manipulating your body, right? Pharmaceuticals manipulate your body to feel no pain, right? They numb the body. It's a Band-Aid. It's a temporary thing. And so you do feel an instant, impact when you take a pharmaceutical. When the body is healing, because only the body heals, nothing heals you, only the body heals. But when it is being replenished of its nutrients, it's a slow process. It's layer by layer by layer. But that's the real, true way you want to bring the body back into homeostasis. You don't want to force it, right? You don't want to force it in there with, pharmaceuticals or procedures or whatever. You want to set the stage, give it what it needs, feed it the way it's meant to be fed, and let it do what it does. And then layer by layer, your health will return. But you have to be patient and you have to manage that cortisol response as well. It's very easy when you're not feeling well to get caught in a loop of worry and fixation on your health. Very, very easy to do that, right? I just want it to be fixed. I just want it to be fixed. Oh, am I feeling this way? Am I feeling that way? Is this happening? I get it. I've worked with hundreds of people that go through this process. It's scary when you're not feeling well. But here's the thing. When you're scared, you can't heal. You have to trust in your body. You have to come back to the body and connect to it. We are so disconnected from our bodies, right? We think a lot. We're up in our head a lot. But how often do we sit and actually connect to our organs? Think about what they look like, picture them. What do healthy adrenals look like? Get a vision for that and start attending to your body mindfully, right? Purposefully, with intention. Oh, my healthy adrenals look like this, You are in the driver's seat. If there's one thing, I wish people could understand is that you truly are in the driver's seat of this body. You aren't separated from it, mind and body, one over here, one over here. Use your mind as a tool to visualize what your body looks like inside to be able to connect with it. There's one practitioner, I can't remember her name, but I did one of her courses one time, and, she actually makes her patients, her clients, put their hands on themselves. This one woman was really, experiencing a lot of emotion around carrying extra weight. And she said, you're hiding from your extra weight all the time. Like you're pulling your shirt down, you're shelled up around it. Break it open. Touch it. Touch it. Get connected to it. Thank you for protecting me. Because that's what extra weight is. It's protection. In a lot of different ways. The body stores toxins in fat. So that fat is protecting you from those toxins. Sometimes it's emotional protection because you feel like you can't express yourself, so you build an armor around your body. So connect to it. Connect to it and say, thank you, but I no longer need you anymore. Instead of hiding from our ailments, we should be reaching out to connect with them. Receive them as the communication that they are, because that's what it is. It's just communication. It's just communication. It is your body fighting for your survival, because that's all it is programmed to do, is to fight for your survival and for your vitality. It wants to be well. So it fights for it. It creates ways to protect you from anything that could be harmful. Sometimes it's weight. Sometimes it's a tumor. Sometimes it's a scab. Sometimes it's a skin ailment because it wants to push out toxins through your skin. But make no mistake about it, that is exactly what it's trying to do. It is trying to protect you. So release it. Thank you for protecting me. I am going to put less toxins in my body, and I'm going to support my stress levels. I'm going to give you the foundation that you need. Cortisol control bundle. Text me the word cortisol if you want this bundle. I'll send you some free gifts. See you tomorrow, everybody, at 3:00.